So here we go. Here we go. Sony State of Play is today, obviously. It's at 6 p.m., obviously. We'll see if Sony shows any games, obviously. But I got a feeling they're not going to show nothing other than remakes and remasters and reboots. Because this State of Play is not good. I'm moving on for Sony for life. I'm done with Sony for sure. It's because of because I forced Jerron to retire. That was one thing. Herman Holt's not helping his cause. No first parties. So it'll be second parties and third parties based on the State of Play today. What later on in the evening it's gonna be all second parties and third parties and retros and indies. And more reboots and remakes. But also the Sonic Central podcast on Sonic the Hedgehog podcast I watch on YouTube as well. They're showing all the Sonic games as of tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Over the State of Play, and a lot of my reliable sources are gonna be watching this State of Play. If the State of Play doesn't live to the hype, it's down to Xbox One or Nintendo Switch. I'm done with Sony for life. I'll do my thing. Fanboy, no, this one against. I said, well, Sony doesn't have the first parties. And I keep telling Diamante that too. You can't keep defending Sony either. What they're doing in a way, because I know you're gonna say, I'm sure they're gonna go with a point guard. I said, no, they don't have no roadmap. Diamante as well. Everybody that has the PS5 currently, they don't have no roadmap. Sony has tried the games I told you about in all my videos. Those are typical games that I know that's coming out this year. But anyways, because the State of Play is going to show nothing but second parties and third parties and retros and indies and shit 'em ups and beat 'em ups. While the Tokyo Showcase is going to show the Capcom games and the Square Enix games from Microsoft Game Pass Ultimate later on the 26th, which is less than 3 days from now. Well, actually, 2 days from now after this day is over. But anyways, if the State of Play doesn't get it done right now, this is not looking good for Sony right now. Be done with Sony for life. It's down to Nintendo Switch or Xbox One. And it's because they don't have the first parties. And without the first parties, Sony's in trouble. Serious trouble. No first parties. All these reboots, all these remakes. Anyways, without those first parties, Sony is suffering right now. And they don't got nothing coming this year other than the games I already talked about in all my videos, pretty much. So, like I said, excuse me, I burned down this thing. The State of Play is today. I'm watching it too as well. But if that State of Play doesn't show any first parties or any games that are coming out that are relevant, done with Sony for life. Last of Us 3, no return, for sure. And they're basing it off of this too, as well. That game off of that too. But it's trying to return to Sony is new to Sony currently. So like I said, guys, Sony's in serious trouble. And this State of Play better get it done, because if this State of Play doesn't get it done, I'm officially done with Sony for life. That had every Sony console but the new one. Had every Nintendo but the Switch and the Wii U. And I had every Game Boy but the current Game Boys that are out currently. So like I said, the State of Play better get it done. Because if this State of Play doesn't get it done, Sony's in serious trouble. They don't got no type of roadmap. Sony is dry this year, guys. Also, this is not looking good for Sony right now. You want to say your fanboy, and also much, this wasn't against them. I said, well, how they gonna get it done if the state players only gonna show second parts and third parts in retros and ends and shit ups and but no first parties, Diamante. Microsoft took the main first parties away. It split 50-50 with Bethesda. It took more than 50 from Bethesda. I told you that in all my videos. And anybody that has PS5 currently, they got no first parties. They're dry. As far as games are concerned, they're making all these reboots and remakes. The only games I know that's coming out is Tekken 9. That's why it's still a few months away. That's January. Because Tekken 8 will be officially a year old. Anyways, Tag Team Tournament 3. But they're basing it off my mom's death and that when I called my mom said with Maria Mitchell nostalgic and Jingles on nostalgic. That was nostalgic and all being an in-law as well. They're basing it off my mom's death, Tekken 9, yes. Anyways, I called my mom said with Maria Mitchell nostalgic, Jingles on nostalgic. In Los Angeles, that will end with nostalgic and all being an in-law. But anyways. So like I said, and also they released an NBA 2K20. So I know who's on the Hall of Fame edition for that one. So you don't have to ask me on that. It'll be the show 2025, Madden 2026. We'll see who's on the cover for Madden 2026. But anyways, I already know who's going to be on that cover. So I just don't know who's going to be yet. But I got to figure out who it's going to be. Borderlands 4, Borderlands 5, Borderlands 6. Games are coming out. Damn, what's coming out? The retros, the indies, the shoot 'em ups, the beat 'em ups. Couldn't ask mobile games as well. See what else is coming out. MLB The Show 2025. The Show 2026. What else is coming out? See what else is coming out. I'm trying to think. Dune the Dark Ages, but that's gonna be on Microsoft first hand because that's a day one game. Anyways, so many studios right now that I know, all 37 studios, it says harder than all the games. Yeah, Tom Clancy's Breakpoint Part 2, Tom Clancy's Division Part 3 and 4, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Part 2, Battlefield 6, Mortal Kombat 2. Tell me it's number 13, but it's Mortal Kombat 2. But anyways, the new Batman game, then the remake for that one, the remake for the one from 2012, Soul Calibur 5 remake. That was long overdue for me. They sure should have remade that game too for 4 and 5. But anyways, for Soul Calibur 4 and 5. But anyways, what else is coming out? Call of Duty Black Ops 6, but that's October 25th. Song of Shadow Generations. That's October 25th as well. What's is coming out? And several other games I know are coming out, but other than that, they don't have no first party. They're dry after their last first party for Black Ops 6 comes out on Sony. That's their last first party. That's it for Sony. No more first parties. They're on remake. They're shortcutting because they're on remakes and reboots. So like I said, guys, Sony's in trouble. And they're splitting the Spider-Man game, Part 3, into 3 parts. Yes. Splitting Spider-Man 3 into 3 parts. As far as the game is concerned, Spider-Man 3 is going to be split into 3 parts. Yes, but just I don't see the point of that. They're only copying what Final Fantasy is doing. As far as them splitting the disc. Splitting the game into parts. Sony's been copying Microsoft for his entire lifetime. And I don't give a damn what nobody says. Sony's been copying Microsoft for all some memberships. And also copy and paste when it comes to certain games. Not all studios, but certain games that had the covers. They've been copying and pasting certain covers too. All but the sport games and other games I don't know, they haven't been copying those covers. But the other covers, they've been copying pretty much. Just like Kingdom Hearts. Final Fantasy copy Kingdom Hearts. Yes, and this is true. And John can agree with me on this too as well. Final Fantasy copied Kingdom Hearts as far as the gameplay is concerned. But anyways, the games I just told you that's coming out, those are games I just mentioned. There's so many studios, obviously. There's so many games, it's hard to remember all of them. But, so we can do it for Sony, guys. Sony's in serious trouble. Because their roadmap for Spider-Man 3, they're splitting into 3 parts. I know everybody's saying, why would they do that? Don't know why. Ask Sony on that. Ask Ernie Host why they're doing that. I don't know why they're doing that. But anyways, I don't know why they're doing that. But anyways, it's not looking good for Sony right now.
I still feel like it's.
Yes. Anyways, so like I said, guys, Sony is dry this year. After that last first party from Sony comes out, they got no first party. Microsoft owns it now, so it's down to Xbox One or Nintendo Switch for me. Had to make that decision. While I'm still looking, obviously, hopefully by October 31st. Still trying to make that decision, obviously. Do I get the Xbox One console or do I get Nintendo Switch? It all comes down to the pros and cons of the console. I already been doing my research. But do I get Xbox One off of Pushmark? Do I get Nintendo Switch off of eBay? It all comes down to what I want to play, pretty much. But like I said, Sony doesn't have the first parties. Without the first parties, Sony's going to suffer right now. And Herman Host is not helping his cause either. With this either. It's because he spent all that money on Bungie. And he spent all that money on other games. And the issue with the games, they haven't lived up to the hype because of the unit quota, not reaching the unit quota pretty much. Anyways. So like I said, guys, Sony is in serious trouble. The roadmap is dry other than Wolverine and the game I just mentioned, obviously. Spider-Man 3, but it's split in 3 parts. The Batman Arkham Origins remake. And then the new Batman game years later, obviously. Like I said, Sony doesn't have nothing coming in the retros, the indies, the beat-em-ups, the shoot-em-ups, the second and third party games. Sony doesn't have the first party. The first parties are dry. And without that, Herman Host is suffering right now. And the agency that he's working with currently, that Hiroki Tanaka hired currently, both CEOs they hired currently, they're struggling right now. And then Hiroki Takoki retires this year. If not this year, most likely before the year is out. But anyways. So like I said, without the first party, Sony is suffering. Everybody's asking for Aiden Herman Hulse in the agency that he's working with currently that Hiroki Tanaka hired most recently to be fired. Both of them CEOs to be fired. Which I could see happen, which I don't see happen, but I think it could happen because they all got the first parties and the mess that they're trying to clean up from Jim Ryan, obviously, it's not helping their cause. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do fire those two. And then if they fire those two, who are they going to find to replace their CEOs? If they fire those two. Just think about it for a second. Because they don't got nobody else to replace those two if they fire them or make them resign or go back to the original positions, pretty much. So like I said, the state of play better be good. Because if the state of play is not good, this is the end for Sony. Man, I'm done with Sony for life. It's down to Xbox One and Nintendo Switch now. I already made that decision clear and day. As of October 31st, once I make that decision, do I get Xbox One off of Pushmark or do I get Nintendo Switch off of eBay? If I get either console or both, obviously, either one or both, obviously, either one is still right for Sony regardless. Because I'll be able to play the retros and indies and shoot 'em ups and been. It's some of the games I have to buy. I already got Game Pass Ultimate, obviously. There's some of the games, retros and indies I do have to buy for the discount. And it will be discounted to the lowest price, obviously, because I have Game Pass Ultimate. But anyways. And I also have multiple Xbox accounts. But anyways. And I'll be able to post games and finish them again and again. And this time again for short this time. Some of the games are not that I have to buy pretty much. On Game Pass Ultimate. Some of the games that might not be there, like Burn Revenge, I have to buy that. Sonic Superstars, Sonic Origins, Sonic Unleashed. I had to buy all those. Tekken 6, Tekken 7, I had to buy all those. The retros and indies I was playing, Lancer, AI Skeleton, all 3 Super D Astronaut games. and a few other retros in it. The other retros in all three, well, both Yu-Gi-Oh games, but one of them has the add-ons I have to buy. Had to buy the Capcom Arcade Stadium retro game add-ons again, retro game add-ons as far as the retro games on the Capcom Arcade Stadium games. But anyways, as far as the fighting games and other games concerned, but anyways, I also had to buy Street Fighter again, but I had to buy all the cosmetics, and they ain't gonna come easy the price wise. And I had to buy the Ultra Street Fighter 4. And once I get to Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, I had to buy Ultra Street Fighter 4, the add-on, obviously. Um, that's the only issue with that. Other than that, nothing else. And I had to buy the retro game add-ons for both arcade stations so I can get those achievements again. Like the way I earned those trophies on Sony. But anyways, it's gonna be the end of Sony for me, guys. I'm pretty officially done with Sony. If Sony State of Play doesn't live up to the hype, it's down to Xbox One or Nintendo Switch for me. And if I get Xbox One, it's still right for Sony regardless. It's just I have to buy the retros and indies in both Yu-Gi-Oh games, and one of the Yu-Gi-Oh games I have to get it because the deal was challenged, and I had to buy those again. But anyways, and buy the retro and all three Super Theatrical games, AI Stellar, all the Sonic games for Braid, Shooting 1 and 2, and etc. So far as the other retros and then there's Shooting and bills that I had to buy again. But anyways, so once I get Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, once I make that decision as of October 31st, it's a wrap for Sony because I'm done with Sony for life. I don't understand. Fanboy, and Ultra, those wins, I said, well, if they don't show any first parties, I just told you the amount as well, they don't have the first parties. Without those first parties, Sony is suffering right now. So like I said, it's down to Xbox One for me or Nintendo Switch. The only two consoles I've yet to have. I'm playing on Fire TV Stick currently, but I would like to have the consoles that way I'd be able to play the retros in it because they don't have those retros in this on cloud game. I have to buy those on the console pretty much. And the fighting games I have to buy as well, Tekken 6 and 7. And this Tekken 6 is a backwards compatible game for Xbox 360, but anyways. I had to buy Tekken 7 again. Cold War already got free. Black Ops Cold War already got free. World War II and Vanguard got free through Game Pass Ultimate because those games are exclusive to Game Pass Ultimate. But anyways, those are the two I'll be playing the most. Or three that I'm playing with Call of Duty Vanguard, Cold War, and World War II. Once I finish the retros and indies first, and I'll finish the Yu-Gi-Oh games first, and the other game I was playing too first, and then go from there after that. But anyways, like I said, the State of Play better be hyped today because the State of Play is a failure. Right now, I'm done with Sony for life. And I know they're going to say, fanboy, and I said, well, I had Sony for my time. It's time for me to get Xbox One or Nintendo Switch deal on it as well because there's only two consoles I've yet to have. That and the Wii U, which that console is sitting down in the store most recently. But anyways, and I had every Nintendo but the current DS's and the Switch. And I had every played, at least shared the Microsoft console, at least had it or shared it out of it. The one I didn't have was Xbox One. So it's down to those two consoles, either Nintendo Switch or Xbox One as of October 31st. I had to make a decision because the holidays are coming. But anyways, so like I said, because they don't got the first parts, and if this State of Play is not hyped, like I said, if this State of Play is not hyped like it's supposed to be, I'm done with Sony for life. The Last of Us 3, no return, and this defies me very well because I don't return to Sony for life. I mean that. Because Sony is in serious trouble. Without the first parties, without any roadmap, which is not looking good for Sony right now, without the first parties, Sony's in serious trouble. Sony's in serious trouble.
My name is Rob.
So like I said, Sony's in serious trouble. And without the first parties, like I said again, this is not looking good for Sony right now. This State of Play better live up to the hype. If it doesn't live up to the hype right now, it's not looking good right now for Sony. Sony is a disaster right now. I started the video at 22 minutes. Anyways, so like I said, without the first party, Sony is suffering right now. And if they don't get this done, Sony is dead to me. For sure. The Last of Us 3, no return. I know they want to say, fanboy, and I can't stand it. I said, well, Sony's in trouble, and they don't. This state play doesn't show any first party. No, they said it wasn't showing the first. They're showing second parties and third parties in retros, and indies and beat 'em ups and shoot 'em ups. Sony is done. This could be the end of Sony right now, because the state of play is later on today at 6 p.m. and I'm definitely watching it today. If they don't show any relevant game that's coming out for Sony, what's the point of me getting Sony? And I think John would agree too. What would be the point of me getting Sony? But I know John would agree with me. What's the point of getting Sony? If Sony's dealing with all this turmoil right now. And I didn't want to say I'm part of the problem, guys. I said, well, maybe part of the problem, but I was able to ruin the console and I ruined it too. I ruined it and I ruined it. Got to that showcase back in June and set it off for me right there. That Xbox One was going to be the console for me. Once I get that console by October 31st, or until I'm switched depending on my decision. Because you can't play Call of Duty on cloud gaming just yet. Anyway. I mean, Call of Duty is on Game Pass only, just that you can't play it on cloud gaming, just that you had to have the console to play those Call of Duties and the retros and indies. Other retros that you obviously want to play. But anyways. So like I said, without the first parties, if the state of play doesn't live up to the hype, Sony is done. I'm done with Sony for life. Last of Us 3, no return. I don't do my thing. Fanboy, no too much. I said, well, you can't defend what Sony is doing right now because Sony don't have the first parties. Because I know you're going to say the console so you can't use, and I told you, you're not having this for that too because nobody's bought it because nobody can afford it as well. But okay, guys, I end the video right there. If you follow me everywhere, leave a like on this video, pretty much. I'll be making another video later on after this. After this video, I'll be making another video after this. But anyways, continue to talk about the console wars, pretty much. So it's going to be 3 more videos coming today. Probably more than that today. So like I said, make sure you follow me everywhere on TikTok. Lemon Queen 4. Follow me on Instagram, add me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, add me on Facebook. It's my whole name is spelled backwards, but that wouldn't help picture on it. You'll see it, obviously. Follow me on PSN, add me on PSN. Follow me on Microsoft, add me on Microsoft as well. I'm going to have the console soon enough, guys. Just y'all wait on Xbox One. Just y'all wait. October 31st, I make my debut. Last of Us 3, no return. I give it everything I have for Sony right now because it's still play better well tonight. If it doesn't, this is going to be a problem for me that I'm going to have for Sony. I'm going to hold a grudge against Sony for life. Because what they're doing right now with Sony is not fair. So like I said, guys, make sure you follow me on Twitch. Follow me everywhere. I'm live everywhere on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I make videos for that as well. Make sure you follow me everywhere on TikTok. Lemon Cleveland, that's my TikTok name, username. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, all 4 of my Instagram accounts. Make sure you add me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube, all 3 of my users. If you want more content like this, you want to hit my rounds where I'm roasting Mr. Francis, roasting Henning, roasting Shannon Sharp, and anybody else, come to my YouTube channels, and I'll give you the videos talking about Mr. Francis, about the Michael Jordans, and talk about Shannon Sharp himself, and talk about other things in the sport wars as a whole. But if you like my content, if you want to talk about the console one content, if you like, be sure you leave a like, obviously. Make sure you follow me everywhere on YouTube and Twitch. I'm live everywhere, pretty much. Just need to help me get the 50 subscribers on Xbox Sony Forever and help me get the 50 subscribers on Writers Power 8. Make sure you help me get 50 subscribers on that so I can give you the content probably every day from now because I made 3 videos that I made this week. 3 more videos coming today as well. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Make sure you follow me everywhere, guys, on Twitch and YouTube, guys. And make sure you follow me on Instagram and add me on Instagram. And then follow me on PS and add me on Microsoft and PSN as well. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and make sure you follow me on Twitch. And subscribe to me on YouTube. Yeah, yeah.